Alright, guys, we're live now. Here we go. Let me know if the volume's still okay. I've been trying to tweak with it a little bit. I think I found a good little volume here, or at least it is on recordings. I haven't tested it fully on live streams yet, but um, let's go to the charts. Okay. So, guys, we got some news on Hood. You know what actually happened. Um, this is not my own DD. This is things that I've gotten from other people, and I checked up on some of it, but not all of it, and kind of formed my own opinion here about what happened with Hood. So, first off, let me start off by saying when Hood first IPO'd, their CEO sold off $45 million worth of shares day one. Insiders sold off another few $1 million worth of shares. Guys, they thought it was going to pop and it didn't. Let's look here. If we come back, if you remember on day one, well, I'll get there in a minute, guys. There we go. On day one, it kind of popped up to about 40. It started out at 38. It popped up to about 40 and then come back down. I had bought just a few shares just to fuck around. I think it was like 4 or 5 shares was it. At $38 before IPO. When I seen it dip here and hit these green candles, I bought more. So you can tell by the next day, I was kind of sweating it a little bit. Then I seen it climbing up, and I said, you know what? I'm in the green. No big deal. I'll hold on to it and see what it does. And then, guys, it done this. So I sold half my shares. I said, we'll keep the other half and see what it does. Sure enough, into the after hours, and it popped. I sold on the way back down. I sold somewhere in the I think it was $60 range. I like got 105% is what it said um, of my money on the second part. So what happened? Well, a few things happened, guys. When when it IPO'd, there was people shorting it. Not a lot because it was very expensive, but there was some people shorting it. Um, so when it started going up a little bit on this third day, excuse me, they got a little spooked and they started wondering should they sell off. So you see a little bit of selling. On top of this, you have some YouTubers and ETF companies like ARK Invest. They bought in. They bought in on IPO day. This news is starting to get out. What do they know that we don't? Type of shit. So you start getting some FOMO buying. So after the FOMO buying picks up, the shorts are really scared. Now there's not a whole lot to cause a massive short squeeze. So what happens? It piles on right at opening. They're like, I'm getting the F out here. So during that, you see FOMO buying. And then when it gets to the top, look where it gets to the top at $85. That's a stop loss hit if I've ever seen one. So it starts stop lossing, scared hands, paper hands, bye bitches, I'm out. So it comes back down. Those were the ones that was in it for the little short run. So what do you see here? You see it keep on climbing. Those are the ones that seen it found support and kept up their shares. Now, guys, the biggest problem with the Robinhood stock is most of the people who are like in Wall Street bets, things like that, they hate this stock so much they don't want any part of it unless it's shorting or buying puts on it. So what happens? The other side of the retail market doesn't know much about this. They don't keep up with it. They don't do DD, things like that. They start saying, well, I made a little bit, or shit, I bought in at 85 and now it's down to 60, and they leave. So that's what we're seeing now. The only saving grace that this might have is if it bounces off of this 200 EMA. Still, I seriously don't see it going back up to 85. It may hold. It may go back up to about 65. But, guys, this is not going to be another short-term run anytime soon. I wouldn't suspect. I'd have to see more from the chart before I could believe that, or some type of DD that suggests that. Could it be a long-term investment? I mean, yeah. Robinhood as a platform is actually really good for people just starting out. What made it suck was their CEO. What made it suck was their business practices. If they could get that fucker out of there, and somebody that really wanted to do what their mandate was to do in the beginning, then Robinhood could have been something good. Could be something good. But not with their current CEO. It's a shit show the way it is right now. But that doesn't mean you still can't make some money on it. So the other thing we wanted to talk about, AMC. Now, guys, if y'all know, the other day I was talking. Where is it at? The 33 mark. So it would have been this day right here, day before yesterday. I bought in, and my thought was, well, if it bounces here, see, I seen it look like it had support here. I said, if it bounces here, great, I'm in. If not, it'll probably go down to about $30. That's not bad for me since I'm planning on holding this closer to the $40 mark. So when it went down to 28.57. I seen it around the 29. I think it may have been right before close. Yeah, see right here around close, it's around 29.26. Previous close 29.84. Okay, so when I seen it around that 29 mark, I said I truly believe it's going to bounce around this. Been watching this stock for a while. You usually find support on these dips, and you see a rush of buyers. So I picked up a few more shares at the 20. It was 30, 30.65, something like that. Mark is where I picked up more. And as you can see, it's rallying now. We had a minor little sell-off. It come back down and retested this support line and bounced off. That's what we was expecting. You know, always look, unless it just skyrockets to the moon, always look for a retest of the previous support or previous resistance. So what are we looking at now? Well, before close, we're going to see one or two things. It's either going to come up over this orange line at the 34 mark and hold above it in the close. Or more than likely what we're going to see is a retest of support, and it might bounce before close, but more likely we're going to see it go into the morning. And the way AMC's been running, guys, is it seems like it has like a little bit of a sell-off in the morning and then consolidates or even rallies afterward. So you can see almost all these had somewhat of a sell-off in the morning. It's, you know, conspiracy theory says it's shorts trying to scare the paper hands and shit like that. I don't know. I just know that it does end up consolidating or rallying. But guys, if you follow, what happened to my line? I had a line there. Anyways, guys, if you follow your support and resistance lines, then you know what to look for. We're going to start putting up some videos on how to draw these. I use way more than most people do. I'll be the first one to admit that. The way I kind of look at it is, you know, we have a support and a resistance line, and the rest are more milestones to hit along the way, things to watch, points of interest, things like that. Um, yeah, AMC's looking good right now. This is the 15. If we look at the 3 minute here, yeah, we can see what happened. It dipped below this 200 EMA, and then when it rallied back, it brought all the other EMA lines up above the 200. So this is very bullish for the stock right now. I'm very happy with what I've got. See, it continues to ride up this 15 EMA line, so I could actually see it going up and over this 34. I mean, it might get rejected, but if it keeps riding up this EMA line, it's going to go over before close. You know, we just have to watch and see. So, guys, you know, yesterday I finished in the red. Like, I mean, it was $20, something like that, and I made a really couple of bad plays. It was YOLO plays or plays I normally don't make, but I wanted to share those with you and show you that not every trade I make's a winner. Um, not I fuck up and make some pretty bad trades at times, but one of them was a bad fuck up. I put on there. It was calls for Activision. Now, I still got some calls in Activision, but they are further out. They're September 17th, I think, or 15th. One of the two. I'd have to look there to make sure. Um, so I got those, but when I was doing it, I was panicking. I was trying to hurry up and do a bunch of things at one time, and I accidentally bought, I think it was four um, calls, but it was for this Friday. And I said, you know what? It rallied today, so maybe it'll rally tomorrow. So I said, we'll just wait and see what they did. And if you have watched Activision, it bombed badly. I should have sold them as soon as I got them. I just thought, what the hell? But, you know, shows you everybody makes mistakes, everybody fucks up. The other one I made was Ford puts. Now, my reasoning behind that, I've been trying some different things with patterns. Ford calls and puts are extremely cheap, so it's not that big of a deal. But so I've been trying to look for other patterns in the market. So my thought behind it is if you look at every day that it's fell down, not consolidate out like it did right here, but it's fell down. It's went over 2 days. See, 2 days here, 2 days there, 2 days there, more than 2 days here, more than 2 days there. So every day it's went down, it's went more than 2 days throughout this whole little shit show right here. So the day that I tried, what happened? It went down and then came back up. I guess maybe I should have thought about this being one of the days, but even that was 1 day, 2 days. So I figured maybe maybe I should have took into account the consolidation period. I don't know, but I figured it's a pattern. Why not try it out? Let's see if it works. But it was no big whoop. I think I lost $30 on that one. No big deal. It was just something I wanted to try. But I did end up buying calls right after this morning. And not just because it rallied, neither. Because this rally, if it was just a rally, it could still continue down. I just would have kept my puts to see. I had got a little bit of information. And guys, this is not my forte. I'm more of a chart guy. So I'm trying to do some more of this fundamental DD type shit. It's not really working out much for me, so I don't know how much longer I will continue to do it. But I'm trying it out. Let me see if I can find this. Biden. Let me, I'm looking for this. I'm going to put AMC up on the board here. No, that's AM. I want AMC. There we go. We'll put on the 3-minute chart here. Okay. See right there? That's a break of the higher highs and higher, well, it's still higher lows, but that's a break of that. If it doesn't bounce here, look for it to come back and retest the support here. So, I've got that up. Let me look. Let me, this was 9 hours ago. Excuse me 1 second here. Okay. Yeah, he was supposed to make an announcement today about something to do with EVs. And I don't know if it's already happened or will happen. Let me see here. Okay, I'm not really finding the exact thing I was looking at, but let me point up a couple of things right here. I found them a bit. Well, let me look up one other thing here. Okay. So he had an EV event today. Okay, so let me pull this up so y'all can see this here. Make sure I'm on the right thing. Where was that start at? Okay, so let me put y'all over here. And of course, it's not going to do it. Okay.
Hello, hello, hello.
Sorry
I
about
just
that,
had to
guys.
throw on the green.
Thought I had it muted. I always keep YouTube in the background that way in case some news comes up or something. Speaking of which, I just changed the Mac core, so let's switch it to news. Okay, so Biden had a event for EVs today, and some of the stuff. Let's go over Twitter's quick news here first. Some of the stuff mentioned. Okay, it had to update as soon as I clicked back over, didn't it? So they're pretty much saying, automakers are wanting Biden to invest more into EVs, and Biden is pretty much making regulations for gas cars more higher to support EVs. Um, See Ford stock gains, leading car makers higher. This is 7 hours ago, and I bought my um, uh, options yesterday. No, sorry, that's a lie. I did buy some this morning. Biden to set ambitious EV goal as car makers plead for help. So, let's go look at the news here. Daily on energy, Biden has automakers on board with electric vehicle goals, but will need buyers. So, this is what he's saying. He's got them. He's got EV in mind. His infrastructure bill has EV in mind. So how's he going to get more buyers? Well, one of the things he's doing, if I didn't lose it there, I've lost it. But one of the things he's doing is he's making gas cars. He's making regulations on gas cars, like they have to meet specific miles per gallon. They have to meet certain emissions, and there's been other presidents do this, but he is doing it at the same time. He's putting out a lot of support for EVs. So that the hope is that would drive um, sales to more EVs to put that bullish momentum into EVs. Need a new car? Why buy the gas thing if it's going to cost you a shitload, not only in gas but all the extra stuff they're putting on it? Get the brand new EV. Who's got a new EV? America does. We have Ford, GM, Tesla. You know, But the good thing about EVs is they all usually trade in sympathy with each other. Most of the time, if you see one good thing happening in the EV market, then they all benefit from it. One case is not that though. I just found out that Tesla, if I can find this here, we'll just put it in here. Tesla opening up supercharger network. Tesla opening up supercharger network to enable access to new 7.5 billion EV funding in US. So what does this mean? Well, he has a charging network for Tesla vehicles, and this will now open it up to um, new vehicles in the market, not just Tesla. One of the problems being in this though is some of them use different plugs for charging. So you will either have to have an adapter, or more than likely this could be a situation where, like America uses one plug and Europe uses another plug, and it's a 120 volt versus 220 volt. It could be one of those situations. But if the government doesn't come in and regulate a one charging plug mandate type thing, it could end up being like an Apple Lightning situation. Like, yeah, Lightning is one of the best uh, ways to charge and data and stuff like that, at least until the UBC or USB-C. God, you know what I'm saying? USB C came out. I really don't know which one's better in that market, but they're both really good. But until that come out, Lightning was the best one you could use. The problem was it was only on Apple. You know what I'm saying? In order to use an Apple charger on your Samsung, you'd have to get an adapter. I don't. Well, you know what? I don't even know if they have adapters for Lightning to use that. I'm sure they do the other way, but anyways, that's something very bullish to start looking into EV and charging and things like that. But this is one of the things that made Tesla rally right after earnings. They had good earnings, and then that came out. Let's pull back up Webull and see what happened. Yeah, see what happened here with AMC? It came back down. It didn't fully come back down to the support, but it came back down, and now it's bouncing. So we'll see if it wants to fully come back down and retest it before it does. But these are reason why I draw these lines, guys. Is they are, and you can even see I don't have them exactly touching this line, or I could pull them on up to here. You can use them to kind of tighten up your lines a little bit too. So if it doesn't come down and retest it, I may pull back to the 15 or 4 hour and see if there's a way I can kind of tighten up that line a little bit more. But you can use them to kind of guess what the stock may do, in either or situation. That way, if it starts dropping, you just don't freak out and be like, oh God, it's going to the floor, what the fuck do I do? You don't have to guess. You can say, well, it could be coming down and testing its support. Let's give it a little bit of time and see, instead of just wondering. Alright guys, we're in the power hour, so while this is rallying, I'm going to first check out some of my watch list here, and then we're going to start looking at some plays. See, I mean, it's possible this can get rally, but I wouldn't bank on it just yet. Now this one, if it bounces here and gets really bullish, this one may, but ZY. I'm really looking at ZY to continue up through this. This one may actually, let's check out some news on it here. It's in the energy. Let's check out the unusual options. They're call options for the $30 strike for December. So yeah, this is let me where is that? Doesn't look right. Let me see. So there's no call options for October? Just puts? Or I mean no call options out of the money, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. That's weird. How did he buy them in December then? Oh, there's some for December. Huh. Yeah, it's not bad. See, look, it's rallying right there. So I'm just checking the messages and stuff and see if there's any stocks anybody wants me to look at. Alright. I don't see anything right now, so let's go to FinViz and see if we can see any stocks rallying right now. We have ZY, we already checked it out. SCR. Let's look at SCR here. I don't see why that's up on top. Newegg, I guess that's what that is. That's what it looks like. Oh yeah, Newegg rallied. Look at that. What has it done lately? Not much, but oh, look at perfect cup and handle, guys. This is a perfect example of a cup and handle and then booze. This is why it's good to follow these charting patterns, guys. Look at that. That's a perfect. I've not seen a cup and handle that's went like that and boosted completely right afterwards. Usually you might see another little small bounce and then they go. But that is beautiful. That is the thing of legends I've only heard about in tales of yore. That's really good. I'm wondering, let's look at the 3 minutes, see what it's doing. Yeah, see, it sold off a little bit here. Almost a bear flag, but that's, I would actually look for this to come down and touch the 15 EMA here and go up. Guys, again, I'm going to put up some videos about some of this stuff, but these are EMA lines. They are moving averages. 3 of them are exponential moving averages, EMA, and 2 of them are MA lines. Most people watch 2, maybe 3 at the most. I have 5 of them up here. I watched 3 of them. The other 2 is because they are common ones that some people use. So I like to keep them up there as, you know, just as is. I do end up using them all at some point, but for the most part, I'm usually watching, in my own trading, I'm usually watching 3. Well, I guess you'd say 4. I kind of treat most of the time the 15 and 18 as 1. If we go down, I'll find it right here. Yeah, you can see how they kind of go together a lot of the times. The exponential one moves a little bit quicker than the just a regular M&A or the simple moving average. Look right here, you can see it's bounce, bounce, bounce. Now watch right here and see if it doesn't do something. It'll either bounce here or it'll go under. Alright, while we're watching that, let's, matter of fact, let's put that on our new watch list here. We'll come back. Yeah, see, look, it's going under. So this may actually come down and test the green 50-day. But I usually don't like to watch the 1 minute, the 3 minutes while I watch. See, if you watch this, it's going to come down and probably touch this 15-day EMA line and bounce. We'll see. If it goes, below that mark, it's going on down to the 15 EMA. Put it right there at them candle wicks. Right there. Okay. See any other deals? SITM. Well, that volume's real choppy. Let's see what it is over here. I got this way out there. Half a mil. Not really great. The float slow though, so that's good. I don't know, maybe you might, what the hell? That's something wonky there. You might see something now that I don't know. What's the VWAP tell us? VWAP is just another moving average. You'll see a lot of traders use it. They consider it above the VWAP is a um, bullish sign, below it is bearish, and they usually won't buy in unless it's below that or just have bounced off of it. See, like it bounced here. Most people I know usually when they use it, they won't buy above it. They'll buy below it. All right. What else we got here? Come on, FinViz, give us something good. Ooh, Prof is one that we was watching earlier on other channel. Oh yeah, look, Prof is rallying at the end today. Oh, this guy, I think he's talking about Hood. He said he got to sell at 72. That's good. Yeah, he sold at 72. I'd say his, well, it depends on when he got in, but that's not bad. Even if you got in at 60, that's $12 for one share. That's cool. Good, 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 good. Okay. Let me check the chat for this. Alright, guys, like I said, if you got a stock you want me to look at, just post it in chat, or if you're part of the Wall Street Bets new Discord, you can post it in there. Just tag me in it so I can see it flashing. But guys, let me take this time real quick to say that, you know, if you find value in what I'm bringing, then what's it doing? Okay, if you find value in what I'm bringing, you know, please, you know, I encourage you to, you know, well, God Almighty, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and share it with your friends. Let's build this community up to watching it, you know, coming up with ideas, coming up with new game plans, things like that. I also have, let me show you here. Why is that like that? I'm sorry guys that that was like that during the me mentioning everything there. I just now noticed that. Shit, I'm so sorry, man. I should check that better. Okay, so let me show you this too. I made a Twitter for the YouTube channel. Now I'll post pics, watch list, charts, um, even information about where to find things. Like when I'm done today, I'm going to post um, this EV stuff in Biden when I get some better information on it and what all was said. Um, right here you can see this is one talking about ALET and how it looked bullish here. Now my picks, my watch list, they're not signs to buy in. What they are, guys, is they're just that. They're just, hey, here I see something cool. Maybe you guys should check it out. It might want to be something that you should buy in. You should never buy something just because somebody says so. You should do your own DD on it. And DD doesn't just mean, finding a news article and stuff like that. I'm talking about charting. Go look at the stock. Does the chart look good to you? Is it seem like a good point to buy? Matter of fact, let's take a look at ALET. I ain't looked at it in a day or so. Let's see that if it ended up bouncing, going on, or continuing on, or if it's fell back down below. So if we look back up to the 4 hour, we can see that it went on. So if you'd have done your DD on that and looked, you would be at, let me show you this right here. I just now realized I didn't pull it up for y'all. So you can see that it rallied on from the picture. From here we go. From here to here. Here to here. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. See, there was a second gunman on the grassy knoll. But if you'd have bought in, you would be up. I mean, it's not going to be a crazy amount, but I mean, this was a swing trade. Oh God, it was somewhere right in here. At one point, it would have been 5%. You'd be up about 3% right now. That's not bad for a swing trade, guys. I mean, when I originally talked about this, I think it was 15% back up to around the stopping point, or 20% back up if it went fully back up. Any day that you can make a 15% trade in less than a month, that's a good deal. I mean, this is a $10 stock. You can easily buy 100 shares of that, or 50 shares of that, or 20 shares of that, whatever you're playing with. If you're playing with $1,000, take 10 or 20% of that, put it in a stock like that, and you'll have 15%. Guys, every 10, if you got like a stock like that, and you buy 10 shares, that is $10 for every dollar it raises. That is $1 for every 10 cents. So you can compound that. 20 shares would be $2 or $20. 30 shares would be 3 or 30. So you do you, boo. Alright, let's check out and see what we've got on our stuff. Oh, here was one that we was looking at. I thought that looked just like a fish hook. Let's see what it's doing now. Yeah, See, it's bounced. Now it's rallying up this 15 and 18 EMA line. And now it's back over that 50-day EMA line. So everything now, once it gets the over the 100 day, then everything will be completely bullish. You'll have it in order from like it is right over here: 200, 100, 50, 18, 15. New egg trying to pop off right. What do we say? It's going to come back down, test it, and bounce off. Look. Watch it here. Let me, while that's developing, let me check AMC. AMC, look at that. We called it. It went up. It come back down. It tested or retested the support and bounced. Guys, this is why I do technicals. This is why I do support and resistance lines. You don't have to guess. You don't have to freak out. You know, if it does this, that's a good sign. If it doesn't do that, then that's a bad sign. All right, let's see. Let's see if we look at the stocks. Okay, so just checking things here. All right, guys, we're back. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and get that stuff off. It's distracting. I'm doing that because, we're getting decent views on these videos, but not enough people are hitting that subscribe button, and I'm just trying to grow the community. Guys, there's something I'm going to end up, I'm going to get the trial on again and show y'all, and if it works good for the channel here, I might end up purchasing it. It is the Benzinga Pro app. I'm going to wait until Sunday and get it, so we'll have it for the full upcoming week and get to try it out and see how it works. This upcoming week too, school is starting back here where I live, so there'll be a day or two that might be a little wonky for us, but other than that, we're going back to the opening bell, take a break around lunch, then come back for the last hour or two of the day. Alright guys, we're 30 minutes to the end. 30 minutes into Power Hour. Let me check messages. Here we go. Let's see if FinViz has us anything. SCR is up on top now. Let's see if it's moved any. No. Here's another thing I like about Webull, guys. Now, I have a bunch of stuff up here on the top. These are different things. I have a news tab, a financial tab, an analysis tab, order flow, corporate actions. We have dividends, splits, and insider activity. Releases of, the documents, your insider buying, what the company, are they buying, selling, what have they sent out to have approved, whatever, through the SEC, things like that. a profile of the overall company, even a number you can use to call them. This just has a website. Some of them actually has a number. It has short interest, but this is not up to date. It's usually at least a month behind. Um, the institutions that are involved in it. Plus, if it's an ETF, it'll show the ETF like what they're into. Um, or if it's not an ETF, it'll show what ETFs it's a part of. So you can see this is part of the Round Hill Sports Betting ETF. And what's talk we? Oh, okay. Um, this is a comment section. It's good to see, it's somebody bullish or bearish. Um, it's good to see sentiment and things like that. We get a heat map. And what's cool is if you click on this heat map in a certain sector like software or ITs, look, they'll actually pop you up a watch list over here. You get the top so we can see what's going on. Let's look at this one. You can just click on it and go to chart, and it pulls up the tab over here so you can look. So you can see that one's dropped out. That one looks like it's coming back and retesting. Oh, it moved again. Yeah, see, it's trying to bounce up. Same thing with FinViz, guys. If you use it, let me switch you back over here. I hear FinViz. In this, what I'll use if I'm trying to do a quick swing trade is I'll first come over here and I'll look at the top gainers, new highs, unusual volumes, things like that, and I'll see if they're any good. It also has a good screeners thing. I'm going to do a video on how to use it and a couple of good different settings for looking at different things, stuff like that. You can check Twitter. Okay. I was looking at MViz earlier. One too many. Yeah, see, it was actually looking good earlier, and then you can see it fell through the floor. It's channeled down, though, if you draw you some lines. Oh, too quick. Hang on. Really? Ah. You can see it's got a channel down. If it'll break above that channel, then you'll be broken out of trend. So that's a quick way of doing that. Alright, I'm going to go through some of my plays that I've made. These, I got Sophie calls, which you can see is not bad. It's bouncing, but it's not exactly great neither. I'm glad that it's found support around here. As a matter of fact, usually, I'll look at these trend lines like that, but most of the time when I'm looking at where they should bounce and stuff, I like the horizontal support and resistance lines better. And the more candles and wicks you can get it to pass through, the better, guys. So you can see just on this little time frame right here, we're going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that the more you can go through like that, the better support. You can see in this now here we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it's bounced right up against all them. 9, 10, 11, 12. So you get to count all that. That makes a good support. We'll put another one right there. Then always put one at the tip top. I mean, you could put another one in there, but that's not needed. Okay, so those are my for this time frame right in here. What I'll do is I'll make the bottom one and top ones red and bold and dotted. And then I like to color the ones in between orange and yellow. And what that does is if you know, if I'm moving in and out of time frames, it helps me keep up with the movement of it. You know, like I'll put more orange going down this way and more yellow colors going up that way. I may even throw a purple one in there to break it up. So if there's like a lot in between them, it just helps me keep mentally, you know, oh, it's reaching this point, or it's passed through so many of them, or, you know, I've hit that purple one, I'm getting close to the resistance, or getting close to the support, you know, things like that. You can leave them blue, you can, you know, make them magenta, who gives a shit? Just put something that you like, something that you know what it means. Another one, we talked about, we bought forward calls. Yeah, see, they're doing great. You know, the forward puts still ain't sold. That's the reason I hate Robinhood sometimes, trying to buy and sell on there. They can be so fucking anal sometimes. Trying to get stocks bought, sold on them sometimes. You know, it seems like on Webull, unless it's a really low volume option. But now, Robinhood, they are hard to sell some of the lower ones sometimes. You have to constantly be replacing the order and stuff like that. I know I just modified it, you piece of shit. Are you kidding me? Out of all of them, it only sold one. I had 4 puts, and I had an order out to sell them, and it only sold one. I find that freaking hard to believe. The forward calls are doing good, though. Sophie was the one we just looked at, right? Okay, so the other one I have is Kano. I have calls in this one, right? Yes, for August 20th, 12:50 calls. They're actually right at about even. I think I'm down $5 is it. Let's look at the options here. You can see. See, they was the best volume in that. It didn't have the best Greeks out of all of them, but they wasn't bad. It was 1 to 3 instead of 5. You know. Normally you want 1 to 5. Like if this number was 0.5, you'd want this one to be 0.5. That would be a great ratio between them. And this is 1 to 3. or 5 plus or minus. Guys, I'm bad with statistics and math, so just overlook me if I have a brain fart. You know, you'll see a lot of popular days and options. Like these right here are all the popular ones, and on this one it's the only option days. But if you look at one that has multiple, check out these big days. It's the ones that the big guys, the so-called smart money and the institutions buy in. Um, I don't know if it's just a certain time of month that they like to buy in or have it spaced out a certain. My guess is that the days out from where they buy it at is some of the best possible days out versus the Greeks ratio. Gives it time enough to play out if things don't go exactly their way. Plus, the Greeks are probably the best at that moment for that time out. If that makes any sense. I feel like I'm talking in tongues. All right. So glad I got in on AMC. Yeah. So my day, I think I told you earlier, I was down like $200 or $300. So with everything rallying, I'm back up into the green again. Oh, another one I bought for rallying. I forgot. XELA. And there's a reason for this is that it still has a quite a bit high short interest. See, I'm actually going to adjust this one for this time frame. I'm actually going to put it right in there because it hits this and this and this and these. Yeah. I don't know why I got that one in there. It's probably something to do back there, but I'll double check it later. And this, guys, is what they call a double bottom. How it hits like a W right in there. Boom, boom, and off. A double bottom is bullish. A double top is bearish. If you follow me on Twitter, the Twitter again is W Trades. It's DUBYA. It's a play on my last name. My last name starts with a W, so it's the W type thing. But yeah, you can see on this one how XELA is double bottomed and then popped back up here. So this is good. I'm going to put up AMC and let me check my messages and stuff again. Guys, I'm just one guy doing this right now, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit slow getting to these messages and stuff. Alright, let's see. Give me 1 second, guys, here. Alright, guys, here we go. Alright, guys. So I'm probably going to have to cut this one off right at 4. My son has a school thing, an open house that we're going to. But I'll come back with a recap later and put some stuff up on Twitter. So we're going to play this one as close to as 4 as I can get it, and then we'll catch up later. Let me check messages on stream. Yeah, still good there. Alright. See if anything's changed on FinViz. VNE. What is VNE? Ooh, that's a nice one. What is the news on it? Now, is that Von Air or Vion Air? I don't know. Me know English so well. Von Air confirms receipt of Qualcomm proposal. Confirmed that it has received a non-binding proposal from Qualcomm Incorporated to acquire all of outstanding shares of Von Air board. Ooh. Oh. What? Hold up. I want to throw this up in the... We'll throw this up in chat. So, okay, guys, it's been a long day, so I'm just trying to grasp. I actually threw it up in the chat to make sure that I'm reading this right. So, Von Air confirms receipt of Qualcomm proposal. Confirmed that it has received a non-binding proposal from Qualcomm Incorporated to acquire all of the outstanding shares of Von Air. Board of Directors will evaluate proposal from Qualcomm consistent with its legal duties and terms of Magna merger agreement. I still need to switch this over to Google. See, this is why we need Bazinga. Come on, load, you bastard. Okay. So tomorrow, guys, we're going to be looking to make 1 or 2 day trades. I'll show you what I look for, where I look for it, how do I come up with a plan for an in and out, my stop loss, take profit areas, things like that. We're going to do it all in real time. And then Friday, we're going to do it again. We're going to try to do it in the morning, but if we don't see something we'll like, we'll do it during the power hour part. And Friday, we'll try to do one of each. So let me pull this up here so y'all can see this too. So the first one I was looking at was this. If you're in the Wall Street Bets New Discord, I posted it there. If you're not, let me put them up on Twitter too, so y'all can get it there. Wait, what's the shit? What's the stock symbol? VNE. So I would normally do this in one setting thing there, one timeline string. You know what I'm saying. And that's another thing too, guys. I'll tag things sometimes either with the hashtag stocks or stocks to watch. That's a good hashtag to search on Twitter. If it's something I'm really bullish on, um, I'll put hashtag bullish. So that's what XELA is, guys. Let me put y'all back over here. I'm going to do some more looking into this one, and I'll let y'all know what I find on Twitter tonight. Let me write that down so I remember it. We got 6 minutes left in the day, guys. But XELA is more of a the short interest is kind of high on it. Actually, it's really high, even after it's already kind of squoze a few times. So you can see it did like a mini one here, and then it rallied there, squoze again. And they're saying that it has another chance of this was a rally here, and that it might have another chance. You can see they come in dips, bounces. So my thought is to catch it on the next one, and I'm hoping it does it again. We'll see either another squeeze, mini squeeze, or rally going on, and I'm going to try to catch it in that. My average share price is 320, I think. Alright, watch AMC into the close, guys. Let's see what we got. Here's hoping it stays bullish into tomorrow. I'd like to see it go back up to 40. What is the SPY looking like today? You know, the heat map is green, and the SPY is at, well, the S&P 500 is at 4. I can't even see that, man. Yeah, 4426. So let's check the SPY. I had it marked up a little bit. Now the SPY is an ETF of the S&P. Ooh, see, man, things should be banging off of that. And look right here. When I pull out, you can see that it has broken through that resistance. That is awesome. So that's good. Where I'm a lot more tech oriented, the S&P 500 is a very good indicator of the overall market. Especially nowadays, it's tech heavy too. It's 500 of the most successful companies. And it is bullish as hell. I love that. So everything should be, I mean, your normal stocks. What is Square doing? Yeah, see, I've got puts on Square long. Not that I think it's going down. I'm actually holding Square long term in my retirement port. But if you come back here and look at Square, you can see that it always rallies back down to the 240 area. Ooh, I love that. I'd love to see it reach all-time highs. I would take the loss on the calls if it reached 300. Gladly take the loss on them. I picked up a bunch of these when it went back down under 200. I think I got them like 289 or 291, something like that. Speaking of which, another one I'm been swing trading lately is Bitcoin Cash. Guys, don't sleep on Bitcoin Cash. For the amount of money per coin, 546, it has awesome returns. In the last little bit, I swung it 3 times. Since this date right here, 6/22, I swung it 3 times. I hit this swing, I hit this one, and then I hit this one. And damn near bottom ticked every one of them. Alright guys, that's the end of the bell today. Thank you for coming and joining us. You have a good day now. I will be posting later a recap and put some stuff on Twitter. So have a good day. Bye.